All right, Krystal, what are you taking a look at?
Well, friends, the midterms are coming up fast and furious, and the outlook has ranged from bad to dire to outright cataclysmic for Democrats who are hoping to keep their hold on power. Obviously, inflation is still high. Almost everyone agrees the country's on the wrong track. Biden is unpopular, and the economy might already be in a recession. But a potential ray of light for the beleaguered Dems has appeared on the horizon. A small glimmer of hope for them, a life raft being offered from the most unexpected of places. Out of the darkness, the looniest fringe of the Republican Party is out doing their absolute best to rescue Democrats' midterm chances. What do I mean? Chances are you already know what I mean, but here is a little taste anyway. So this is a viral mashup of the Arizona GOP's gubernatorial debate.
Why not get high-tech people that are going to be on the machines that are Republicans? A Democrat, Republican, get supervisors, equal amount.
That happens. We have parties looking over election results.
They're doing it now.
No,
they're actually telling
they have not.
hundreds, 200,000 minimum ballots were trafficked by mules.
No,
an honest election.
May I finish? Mamma mia.
I don't believe this primary has been fair. I can tell you that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have launched the lawsuit.
Our campaign is a movement. We're going to show up and vote in droves. They're going to have to cheat even harder in order to try to win this.
Your campaign's a psyop.
Paula, please.
First of all, put everything.
Paula,
I feel like this is a spoof, honestly.
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, please.
Oh,
Is this a spoof, Ted?
No, it's not. Finish what
Are
you're
you
saying.
sure?
Yes, I am.
Well, why can't we treat human life in the same way that we would treat alien life that we discovered on an alien planet?
How would you?
There's a reason we don't always invite Scott, because he's polling at 0%.
No, 1%.
And this is what happens
But the polls
when
lie.
Scott, please. And no, you can't respond to a closing statement.
The only kind of drag I've ever dressed in is a business suit or construction work clothes. I've never aspired to be Elvis Presley.
That's a shame.
All right, that's it. That's it.
Ever been to Hollywood
That's it.
already?
That clip really had it all. Cringe election conspiracies, weird white ethnic cringe, things I genuinely don't even understand, like the call to treat life as if it was alien life. What does that mean? Clearly, these people have lost their minds. Actually, the lady favorably citing the Grifter 2000 Mules movie, that's the one that is currently in the lead according to the latest poll. But it'd be a mistake to consider this an isolated phenomenon. A confluence of events from the Roe decision to the possibility of the Supreme Court rolling back even more rights to the renewed focus on 2020 election conspiracies thanks to January 6 hearings. All of this is really bringing out the unhinged freak in Republican candidates and Republican elected officials. From coast to coast, in red states, blue states, and everywhere in between, Republicans are backing unhinged theories, pushing morally repugnant legislation, and generally behaving like maniacs. It may not be enough to rescue Dems in the midterms, but by golly, they are doing their damnedest. So up in Michigan, the Republican nominee for Secretary of State, she has linked abortion to child sacrifice. She's also said that demonic possession is real and can be contracted through sex. Now, this woman rose to prominence by claiming to have witnessed election fraud and signing onto a pack of bogus election fraud claims, so she really just checks every box all the way around. You've got already elected officials gone wild, ready for this new anything goes Supreme Court era. In fact, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, he says he is prepared to enforce that state's sodomy laws, which ban same-sex intimacy, should SCOTUS give him the green light. Can anyone tell me how the state literally policing your bedroom and regulating which sex acts you're allowed to perform, how does that poll? Now, Mr. Paxton has also said he wants to levy a fine of $100,000 on businesses each time that they help a woman cross state lines to obtain an abortion. Abortion, of course, is now illegal in Texas in all instances, nearly all instances, from the moment of fertilization. The only exception is for the life of the mother. And not content with leaving abortion extremism at the state level, of course, former Vice President Mike Pence immediately jumped out after Roe was overturned to declare his intention to fight for a nationwide coast-to-coast abortion ban, an effort that quite a number of Republican members are actually already behind. Lawmakers are also now being asked about just how outlandishly cruel their views on abortion actually are, and some of the answers are real doozies. The Speaker of the House in Mississippi, for example, believes that a 12-year-old raped by their father or uncle should be forced to bear that rapist's baby. Lest you think that is an outlandish example, which could never happen in the real world, the horror stories are already starting to trickle in of women and girls denied basic humanity and dignity. As one such example, a 10-year-old who was raped and impregnated, was denied care in Ohio because she had been pregnant 3 days longer than that state's 6-week abortion ban mandated. She fled to Indiana, where for now, doctors can still perform the procedure. But someone should update the Republican member of Congress running to represent my Virginia district on this story, because she was a little shaky on her understanding of whether rape could actually result in a pregnancy. Guys, this is not going to stop. There will be more horror. There will be more candidates saying completely wild things on abortion and on elections, more legislators using their power to back ideas that are significantly less popular than defund the police, and all politics is national. So it's going to be impossible for the Republicans trying to not go full crazy to wash themselves of the stench of all of the nut jobs. If Democrats hold on to the Senate, and there is actually a chance now that they could, this is going to be the reason. In general, yes, voters are absolutely frustrated and disgusted with the state of the country, frustrated with Biden. But that does not mean they are ready to vote for lunatics who believe thousands of mules stole the election, demonic possession by sex is real, and that 10-year-olds should be forced into childbirth. That could flip some suburban moderate swing voters, and it could convince some progressives who were just going to sit it out that they had better suck it up and vote D once again. Dems are probably doomed, but the GOP is going all out, letting their freak flag fly to see if they can possibly snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. This is the only thing Democrats have going for them. Cable news is ripping us apart, dividing the country, making it impossible to function as a society, and making it impossible to know just what is true and what is false. But the good news is they are failing and they know it.
That is why we're building something new, a new mainstream, a healthier one, something more trustworthy, something that we are going to need in one of the most pivotal times in American history. We are building up here for the midterms, for the upcoming presidential election, but we need your help. So if you can help us out by becoming a premium member today at breakingpoints.com, we're trying to change America for the better and the entire world.
So what are you waiting for, guys? Go to breakingpoints.com and sign up and help us build a new mainstream.